welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trucks over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 2. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. And finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch right. All day, every day, any day. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the 38, Rodgers. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Henry. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff, running left, Henry. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Braswell's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead out to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee. Territory.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and 3. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns are back within a score.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Rodgers now on first down. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Again, he finds an opening. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking.
A give. This is Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Smith with a first down and more. And down right around the 37. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Steps away to his left. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. B.J. Hill able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. This is caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Back to throw now on first down. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 10 yards out. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again to Henry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They're 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a handoff to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
What's time? Tight is right. What's time? Tight is right. Do that.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.